Okay, hello everyone. This is Devabrata, and I will not going to waste the time by introducing myself. So rather, you can visit the link I have provided on the details section of the video. I think you will be able to know about me and my thoughts. So better would be to visit that link. Okay, so today I have planned for the second chapter of the for loop, that is basically for loop pattern. But before going into that, I would want to say one thing, that I am a slow learner. I think if you are following my videos, I think now you know that I am a slow learner, and it takes time for me to learn a new thing. So being a slow learner, I would only suggest you to practice more and give some time and be serious on any topic. And for today, I can say, just if you are late, better to start today. And for the first class, just do not think anything else. Do not think anything else. Just follow the first class and do the exercise. I'm sure that it will change something. Okay, after completing the first chapter fully, then you will be a different person, and you will be having some interest to solve the other chapters as well. So I would just prefer, do not think much, just start and complete this class and do the exercise. Just start. Okay, and it will change everything. Okay, just have a trust on me. Okay, so yeah, quickly going into the topic. So for loop in QBasic today we will cover, and I have segregated the for loop part into several parts actually. So first part is the for loop series, that I call chapter 3.1. So that class we have already covered. So if you want to visit that class, it is available in my channel. So we have already covered starting programming, the chapter 1. Chapter 2 is if else and nested if else, those things. Chapter 3.1, we have seen the basic format of the for loop. We have just printed some series and basic format of the for loops, like how a value has been introduced, how a value has been iterated, the value changing, on all those things we have already covered. So if you have time, you can have a look on that. I think it would help them. And if you do not know about the for loop, that is also better. So that is the second option. If you have zero knowledge on the for loop, then also you can visit. But if you already know something about the for loop patterns and all, so I would recommend to forget everything and start fresh. Okay. So, and the second prerequisite, before going into the class, that you should have some time. It will not be enough if you only check the video. So it will be good if you simultaneously practice all those programs in your compiler, in your QBasic compiler. That would be good. So I may be bit faster or bit slower during the class. So I would request you to just pause the video, or in some cases you can revert it back and just do it by yourself. Follow the program, understand the logic, and do it by yourself. That is the one important message or one important key point. Do it by yourself. Okay, so quickly going into the topic. So how to print the following patterns? So they are asking for some patterns. So today we will start with this pattern: 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. So to solve this, first we will choose the longest line. So what is the longest line? It is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let's go into the QBasic compiler. So first I will try to print 1 2 3 4 5 6, that pattern: 1 2 3 4 5 6. So how to print that? So we have already learned, or if you are new, it will be simple. For I equals to 1, 2, 6. Okay, and print I. If you have forgotten the last class, or if you are new, you can start it fresh. So just 1 to 6. For I equals to 1 to 6, print I, and next I. That's all. So let me run the program first. It is taking some time. Okay, it is printing. The fonts are very low, but still, if you can see, it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the separate line. So I have already told you in the basic syntax chapter, that is a chapter 1. Or if you forget that, I can tell you once more that if you put a semicolon, then the line would not be changed. Okay, so let me run this part again, and this time it should come in a same row. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Okay, so yeah, so let me do one thing. So I have already printed this line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But suppose now if I want, as per the program, it is the second largest line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just listen carefully. So now I will try to print the second largest line. So this is my style to think. So I think it is easy. It is easier to understand. Anyway, sorry, I have not changed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm trying to print 1 to 5 print I. So this line would print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Just give me some time. Yeah, it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correctly. So in that pattern, if I want to print now 1, 2, 3, 4, that line should be changed to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this part of the for loop is, you can say this part of the for loop is variable. This part of the for loop is being changed every time, line to line. So instead of putting 4 here, I will put X, because the X is changeable. It is changing in every line. So how the value of X is being changed? So first the value of X should be 1, and at last, the value of X should be 6, right? So that in the first line, the value of X, when the value of X is 1, as I have already written, so here I will put 1. So 1 to 1 means it will print me 1 at the first line. Okay, so after that, when the value of X will be 2, here the value of X will be 2 here as well. So it will print this for loop for I 1 to 2, it will print 1 and 2. And accordingly, the last value of X should be 6. So that here I can write 1 to 6 here as well. And it will print the last largest line. So it is giving me an idea how the value is being changed. So I will just write next X and end. If you are not able to understand, I will going to show some more examples. So I think it will be clear. But before that, let me run the program. So there will be one problem. Yeah, it is giving all the values in a same line because I have not changed the line. I have asked the compiler to print it in a thoroughly. So after printing each line, what I will do, I am going to print a new line. I will just write print and it will print a new line after each line. So these lines I have written is basically to print a series. So this line, the for loop of I is basically printing one line. Okay. So every time the line is being printed by this for loop of I, and for loop of X, what it is doing? It is just giving the value of X, and it is basically helping the inner for loop of I. Okay, the for loop of X is basically helping the for loop of I by giving the value. So it is giving X every time, and the value of X is changing. So the value of X is 1, and it is printing a series. The for loop of I is printing a series 1 to 1. After that, the value of X is becoming 2, and this for loop of I is printing 1 to 2, means 1 and 2. After that, the X is becoming 3. So the for loop of I is printing 1 to 3, means 1 to 3. After that, the X is becoming 4, and this for loop 1 to 4 is printing 1, 2, 3, 4. And accordingly, it is printing the full useful pattern. Okay, let me run the same now. So the inner loop basically is responsible for printing a line or printing a series, and the outer for loop is basically helping the inner for loop. Look, it is printing it correctly. 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's like that. Okay, got the idea? Okay, if you are still facing any problem, I am showing you once again. So this is the first formula. I can delete this line. I do not have any use of that. So yeah, this is the formula. The x is basically this x 1 to 6 is basically helping the inner for loop. Inner for loop means which is inside. So it is x is giving different values to this inner for loop, and it is helping to print different series one by one. So all the series will be printed separated by a new line enter, means enter will separate all the different series, so that at last we will be able to see a complete pattern. Okay, so if you are not able to understand, I will request you to revert back the video and listen again. So this is the most crucial part. So I will show, anyhow I will show some more examples to you. Today's class is regarding all those patterns. So but still, if you face any doubt, so you can go back and see the video. But if you are already if you are able to understand what is the logic, you are started understanding the logic, so I think it is appreciable. Okay, so yeah, it is very good, it is very good then. Okay, let's see first, let's see some other problems. And before that, what we have learned, we have learned the outer loop to control lines or to help the inner loop, and inner loop to print the series. So inner loop is only concentrating to print a series like 1 2 3 4 5 6, that's all. And at one turn it is only concentrating on to printing the 1 2 3 4 5, that's all. And at a time it is trying to print 1 2 3 4, that's all. So inner loop is only concentrating to print the series. Okay, so let me delete everything for the time being. I will rewrite the program, the next program. So in the next program, it is asking for the reverse one, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5, and it is in a decreasing pattern. So again, what I will try to do, first I will choose the largest line. Largest line is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I will try to write a loop, the inner loop or the loop of I, to print this 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what I will do, for I equals to 1 2 6, it is very simple. I equals to 1 to 6, print I, and with the semicolon, so that it will be printed in the same line, and the next I, that's all. Okay, that means 1 to 6, print I, and next I. It will simply print the first line. Okay, so let me run it first. Look, it is printing. The fonts are very small, but still if you can concentrate, you can see it is printing 1 2 3 4 5 6 successfully. Okay, so now what is in the second line? It is 1 2 3 4 5. Please listen carefully. So to print 1 2 3 4 5, I should write here 1 to 5, so that it will print the line 1 2 3 4 5 now. So let me run the program. So accordingly, we will try to fetch all the lines 1 2 3 4 5. Look, it is printing. So now the next turn is I'm trying to print 1 2 3 4. So I have to write 4 here. So I can see these values are changing. These values are changing. This place is variable, or this place is not constant. It is repeatedly, it is changing. So what I will do, I will put an X here. And what will be the value of X? I have to assign any value to the X. So the value of X will start from 6, and the value of the last value of X will be 1. And it will be step 1 because it will be decreasing. Okay. And after printing each series, it will print a new line, and then it will go to the next value of X. That's all. So the value of X should start from 6, so that in the first line it will print 1 to 6. and the first line we will get. Then enter, and after that the value of 6 will be 5. Then it will print 1 to 5 and print I. Okay, and we will get the second line, and then enter, and then the value of x will be 4, and again we will print 1 to 4 like that. So if you are able to understand, it's good. Okay, if not, please pause the video, do it by yourself, and see the video again, and listen the explanation carefully. So, but do not worry, we will solve multiple programs like this today. So let me choose another problem with some different values, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. Okay, there is some mistake. It should be 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, just give me 1 minute to correct the same. Okay, now it is corrected. So 5, 4, 3, 2. So let me go to the program now again. So I will choose the maximum line. So what is the written in the maximum line? It is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I will try to print this series 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the series will be I equals to 5, 2, 1, step -1, and print I. So I think it is to write this loop is very much easy. I am just writing I equals to 5 to 1 to print this largest line 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me run the same. It is okay. Okay, sorry, it is giving some error. So let me delete the first line. So it is anyhow is not required. Okay, sorry, I have done one mistake. It is good to do some mistakes. I forget to write the next line. Okay, so I think this line is not creating any problem. Anyway, so I'm trying to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me check if it is giving still the error. It is giving still some errors. Okay, let me delete this line then. Okay, yeah, now it is they are saying okay. Yeah. So this line will print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But here it will be in the separate lines. Okay, to put it in the same line, I will use semicolon. So now the next largest line is 5, 4, 3, 2. So how to print that 5, 4, 3, 2? I will choose 5 to 2. Okay, and let me run. So whenever the value here will be 1, it will print the last line. So if I give value 2, it will print the second last line. So rather I will give x here, and the value of x should should end at 1, so that the last line will be printed at last. So I will be giving 5 to 1. Why x is starting from 5? So that in the first line, this loop, this inner loop, the loop of I can print 5 to 5, and that will be in the first line. So in the first line, we can get 5. And at last line, we should get 5 to 1 at the last line. So the value of x should be 1 at last. Okay. Look, the value of x should be 1 at last. The value of x should be 1 at last. Before that, the value of x should be 2. Before that, value of x should be 3. And the value of x should start from 5. So this loop means, this loop is basically denoting 5 to 5. Okay. 5 to 5. Okay. This loop is basically 5 to 5. And the last line is basically helping the inner loop to run a program like 5 to 1. So the value of x should be 5 at first, and at last it should be 1. Here as well, the value of x was 1 at first, and at last it was 6. But in the next program, the value of x was 6 at first, and at last it was 1. Okay, just review the video, then you will have an idea. So here in this problem, the value of x should be 5 at first, and the value of x should be 1 at last, but the starting part of the inner loop will be always same as 5. Just these values are changing. These values are changing, and these values are basically given by x. These values are basically given by x. Okay, let me clear everything. Okay, and let me go to the program. So the value of x is 5 at first, and the value of x is 1 at last. So it is decreasing, so I have to write step -1. And after printing each line successfully, I would request compiler to print a new line to separate those lines. That's all. So let me run the program once again. So look, it is printing the program correctly. Okay, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct. So let me delete everything again. So if you are practicing it by yourself, then I would request you to pause the video and do the program by yourself. So now I will be doing something different, like 6, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the largest line at first, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So first I will try to print that 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the largest line. So it will be for I equals to 6, 2, 1. Okay, it will be step -1, obviously, because we are decreasing. Just print I and next I. Okay, that's all. And I have to give a semicolon to stop printing the values in the different lines. So it will print 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me check if it is printing it correctly or not. Yeah, it is giving it correctly, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in the next line, it is asking for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what I will do, I will just write 5 here. Sorry, 5 here. So let me run the program once again. So now it will give 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because I am starting the loop of I from 5 and ending it into 1. So if I want to print the 4, 3, 2, 1, so I should write 4 here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So let me run the program once again for you. If you still have any doubt or if you are good, then yeah, I will be relaxed. So yeah, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So accordingly, so it will go till a 1. Means that in the last line, it should be 1 to 1, right? So that it will print 1 at the last line. Okay. I think you are getting this idea now, how the values are changing. So yeah, it is only printing 1. So the first line, the first value should be 6 and the last value should be 1 here. Because the first value, if I put the first value 6, then the biggest line will be printed, that is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If the value is 1 here, then the last line will be printed 1 here. Okay, so rather I will give x and I will control the value of x from the outside, from an outer loop. So the value of x should be 6 and the value of x should be 1 at last. That's all I will do. Okay, and it will print the series pattern correctly. And I will just request compiler to print a new line after each inner loop execution. Okay, so the lines will be separated out. That's all. So that's all I want to say. Let me run the program. I think you are able to get the idea now. It is much clear now. So if it is not, you can review the video once again, and you can contact to me, okay, via my mail ID or by the comment section. So anyhow, it is now. You can follow this structure. So look, it is printing the pattern correctly. Okay. So let me go to the topic now. Okay, so today we will be covering 6 different topics regarding for loop patterns. So The first is printing stars. So it is a common problem in the academic syllabus, or in your you have seen multiple problems in the internet as well, how to print this pattern of the stars. So today in this class we will trying to see how to print the pattern of stars. So any program that we have already done, any pattern, we can convert into star just by writing print star. Any pattern, any increasing pattern, here it will work on the any increasing pattern. So let me try with the last program. So that the what will happen, all the values will be faded out and it will be represented by star. So you never know what will be written inside. So the values are not printed, it is only printing the uh, stars. Okay, so now we will try to print a 6-line star. So the first program that what we have done already, let me show you. So we can convert this first program into the star. Okay, just we have to write this first program and we need to change it into star. If you put a star in this program, it will print up a star like 5-line star pattern. Okay, it will and one important thing, these two patterns, if you convert it into star, let me show you. This pattern and this pattern, both of these will print a similar star pattern. Okay, the similar star pattern means 1 star, then 2 star. So both of them will be printing the same star series. Okay, you will never understand the inner lines or what is the actual pattern. So in the question, it will never ask for the actual pattern. You can use any of this programming. Either this one you can use to print a star like that, and you can print a star like that. Sorry, it will be in a reverse pattern. It will be star, 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 6 stars in the first line. After that, star, 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 kind of that. Okay, in the decreasing order, a 6-line series. The line number will be 6 here, and the first line will be 6 as well. So both of them will print the same star series. So I will try to do the same here. Okay, so let me go to the program once again. Just a minute. Yeah, let me go to the program once again. Printing star. Yeah. So let me try to print this one first. So what I will do, just a minute. Yeah. So what I will do, let me delete everything. So uh, here in the program, they are asking for 1 6 lines. So I will try to think it in different manner. So I will try for I equals to 1 to 6 for the 6 lines. And after each line, I will try to print a new line and the next. Okay, let me give it X, not I, X. Okay, so X 1 to 6 means it will print uh, 6 different lines. If I print high here, and it will print 6 high in different lines. So first I will try to do the same. It is the same program as we have done. I am trying to think it from a different way to make it easy. But if you feel comfortable with the first approach that we have seen, you can follow the same. Look here, 6 highs are printing in the different lines. So what I will do now, I will put a loop of I for I equals to 1. Okay, let me see the program. In the first line, it is only 1. So I will write 1 to x. So that 1 to x means in the first line, it will run as 1 to 1. After that, when x is 2, it will run as 1 to 2, kind of that. And I will print that number of stars and with a semicolon. And next, next I. That's all I'll do. Means at first the value of x is 1. So here the x will become 1 and it will print 1 to 1, means 1 star only. After that the value of x will become 2 and it will print 1 to 2, means 2 star. the value of the last value of x will be 6, and so that it will give 6 here, and 1 to 6 means 6 stars will be printed. Okay, so that last line we will get, and all the lines printed by this inner loop will be separated out by a print. Every time it will print a series of star. After that we will hit a enter, and it will go for the next value of x. That's all. Okay, let me run the program once again, and it should give the correct format we are looking for. Yeah, it is giving, look, it is giving the correct format of stars. Okay, so now okay, let me try with some other values. Instead of 6, if I give 9, or if I give 10, it will also do the same. So in the last line the value of x will be 10, and in the last line it will print for I equals to 1 to 10. So a series of a pattern of stars like this with a height 10. Okay, you can follow any way you feel comfortable. So now it is asking for a 5-line decreasing pattern of star. So what I will do, I will just do some modification 1 to 5. And here in the first line, it is asking for 5 stars. So I cannot give like 1 to x. Then in the first line, it will print 1 to 1, because the first value of x is 1 here. We have written that the value of x should be 1 in the first line. So what we can do, we can follow multiple ways. So first place is, I will assign the value of x is 5 in the first line, and I will just do a simple adjustment. I am telling computer that please assign the value of x is 5. So in the first line it will be 1 to 5. I think it is now being understood by you, like what I am trying to figure, what I am trying to frame. So it is like 1 to 5, okay, and it is printing a star. So after that, the second line, the value of x will be 4, because we are decreasing 5 to 1. So here, if I put 4 in the second line, so it will print 1 to 4, the 4 stars, and we will get a series like this. Okay, so it will be better if you write this, if you pause the video and write this pattern in your copy. Please bring one copy and please write these patterns in your copy. Then it will be easier for you to match this, because it is every time I am doing, I am changing the screen, and I think it is difficult for you to understand. So better to write this pattern in your copy and match this with the program. Okay, so let me run this part. Okay, so you can follow multiple ways. I will show multiple ways. So it is, look, it is giving a desired pattern like this, the second one I'm talking about. Okay, so I think it is good now. So let me go to the program once again. So I can do it in a different way as well. If some of you have thought like, why should I change the value of x? So there is another way we can do. We can keep it 1 to 5. The value of x is 1 to 5. The I will be here x to 5. So at the first line, the value of x will be 1. I have highlighted the line. The second value of x will be 2. After that, the value of x will be 3. After that, the value of x will be 4. After that, the value of the x will be 5. So at first, the value of x will be 1. So if you put 1 here, so look, 1 to 5 means 5 stars. In the second line, the x will be 2, 2 to 5. Put 2 to 5. It will print 4 star. After that, the value of x will be 3. So 3 to 5. After that, the value of x will be 4, and 4 to 5. And after that, at last, the value of x will be 5. So it will be 5 to 5. That's all. So if you want me to write this one, if you are still not able to understand, I am trying my best. So as per the first line, I am showing you the first line. What I have written, x equals to 1 to 5. So the value of x should be first 1, then at last it should be 5. Right? In between 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the inner loop, what this loop is doing? This loop is 1 to 5 1 it is asking for, it is starting from x and always it is ending at 5. So always it is ending at 5. Okay, so okay, let me delete this one just a minute. So always it is ending at 5. So first always it is asking for x to 5. It is starting from x and 5. It is already written here. So the first value of x is 1. So that means 1 to 5, 5 stars. Then 2 to 5, 4 stars, 3 to 5, 3 stars, 4 to 5, 2 stars, and 5 to 5. So that is basically the inner loop. The loop of I is basically taking help, of x. And from where this x is coming? X is coming from the outer loop. So outer loop is basically helping the inner loop. So I think if the idea is clear now, I would request you to pause the video and go back to the first few problems and come again. I think now it will be easier for you to understand. I am trying my best. That is my purpose, to put some logic into your brain so that you will be able to do, or you will be able to write all these programs by yourself. So you have to try. It will not be like that you will be sitting in a bench and if you see the videos how to swim, and you will be able to swim from the next day. So it will not be like that. You have to go to the water and you have to try by yourself. First you will face some problem, but yeah, for sure one day you will be able to do all those logics by yourself, and it will not take much like swimming. It will be enough if you practice 1 or 2 days. After that you will be able to do. And when we'll solve the some toughest problem, some tougher ones, so at that time you will feel comfortable with these easy ones. Okay, so it is really very easy. The one condition is you have to practice it by yourself, and you have to solve the exercise. Okay, just one chapter you do that and everything will be changed after that. Just trust me. Okay, so that is the program to print the reverse series. So let me run now. If I have written it correctly or not, I have to check. So let me run it. So the key line is still highlighted. It is x to 5. Okay, look, it is giving a 5 height decreasing pattern of stars. Okay, so let me go to the problem. So it is now asking for star, star hash, star, star hash, star. So we can print anything. So it is the increasing order and the line is 4. Height is 4. So what I will do, I will just 1 to 4, and it is increasing, means 1 to 1 in the first line. So I will do I equals to 1 to x. Okay, that means 1 to 1, after that 1 to 2, after that 1 to 3, after that 1 to 4, because this x is being changed, and x is changed by the outer loop. Outer loop is helping the inner loop by providing the value of x. I am telling this one again and again and again to make you understand. Okay, so I'm trying my best. So yeah, so if I write star hash, it will print a pattern of star hash. That's all. So I need to do one small adjustment I am going to show you, but first print this one, star hash. So in the first line, it should print 1 star hash. In the second line, it is printing 2 star hash. In the third line, it is printing 3 star hash. And then the fourth line, it is printing 4 star hash. But in our program, it is always printing one less. In the last line, it is printing 3 star hash and 1 single star. In the line before, it is printing 2 star hash and 1 single star. Look, 2 star hash and 1 single star. In the last line, it is printing 3 star hash and 1 single star. Right? So we will try to do the same here. We will print 1 less. So look how in our program it is printing 4 star hash. Okay, so rather it should print 3 star hash here. So we will try to adjust the same. So what I will do, it is very simple, just print 1 less. So x minus 1. whatever is going to print one less. Okay, if it is 1 to 4, print 1 to 3. If it is 1 to 1, then print 0. 1 to 0 means nothing. Okay, just print nothing. So before hitting a new line, just print 1 star here. So if you are trying to print 1 to 4 means 4 star hash, print 1 less means print 3 star hash, and at last print the extra star and hit the enter. Okay, so if you are going to print 1 star hash, please print nothing, just hit a star and enter. It will print 1 star. Okay, so let me run the same. I am just printing 1 less. So it looks scary, these patterns look scary, but it will not be like that. Okay, if you feel free, if you think on a straight cut way, it is not like that tough. Okay, but it looks like, oh my god, it is too much harder. So it is not like that. Okay, so anyway, we have to cover 6 topics today. So topic 2, quickly, if you want, you can take a break, you can pause the video, you can take a break. Okay, so going to topic 2, printing patterns with some number series. So if someone asks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So first let me print the series. Suppose a 4 line, okay, yeah, it is 4 lines. So 4 line series. It is very simple. We have already done this couple of times today. So I will print a pattern of star. Means again, x will be x, the value of x will be coming from the outer loop. So what is the value of x? First value of x, it is written above, it is 1. So 1 to 1 means 1 star. What will be the value of x in the second line? It is 2, because we have already written this line. The value of x will be 1, then the value of x will be 2, then the value of x will be 3, kind of that. And we are using the value of x here in the next line. I am telling this again and again if you are able to understand. But if you are already started understanding the program, then it is very good, very good. If I really can hear your voice, then it will be really good for me that you are able to understand, because I'm not able to hear you, so that I am telling this one again and again and again to make an impression on your mind that okay, it is only the value of x, and that value of x is being controlled by the outer loop. Anyway, let me print this series, because we have already done this couple of times, the printing of stars. So let me take a look. Yeah, it is printing a star. So if I give hash here, or if I give a dollar here, so it will print a 4 line series of dollar, right? So let me print a dollar. Yeah, it is printing dollar, 4 line dollar. So whatever you will be writing, it will print it correctly. So now let me give one value like z. Z equals to, say, what is the starting value? Okay, z equals to 1, and I will try to print z here. Print z. Why I have written z in this manner? If I put it into the quote, it will print z z z z z, kind of that. So I do not want to print z z z z. I need to print 1 1 1 1 kind of. So that I have written z here. Okay. So let me look. Let me take a look that if it is able to print the series of a pattern of 1 correctly or not. Yeah, it is printing 1, the value of 1. So in that manner, you can take any value from the user and print it in the pattern. Okay, so now what I will do, one small thing, I will just increment the value of z each time. Every time I will change the value of z. Okay, so let me run the program. Yeah, look, it is printing 1, then value is getting incremented, the value of z is getting incremented 2, after that the value of z is incremented to 3, after that 4. Every time it is printing and incrementing the value of z. So that's all simple. So the pattern is very simple. The first two line is responsible to print the pattern. Rest of the lines is your logic. Whatever logic you can think, you can use the same. Okay, So doing the next problem, it is asking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. If you look closely, each line is starting from, there is a logic like, if I ask you to write the next line, so it should be started from 6, then 7, because it is starting from that line number itself, 6, 7, 8. My handwriting is very poor, don't uh, go for that. Anyway, so it will be like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and accordingly. So every time it is starting from, in line 1, the series is starting from 1. In the line 2, series is starting from 2. In the line 3, series is starting from 3. In the line 4, the series is starting from 4. So it is the way you have to think. So here as well, and I will not think much about the pattern, because we have already checked the pattern is very easy. The pattern is a kind of star. We just need to print a value, extra value z. Okay. So let me go to the program now. Okay. So what I will do, there will be a variable z, but I will not initialize the z here. Rather, I will initialize the value of z here. Z equals to x. That's all. So let me check the pattern if it is correct or not. Yeah, it is increasing, so it will work for our program as well. So z will start from x every time. Okay, if I delete this line, first I want to show you how this z is being printed. It will just print the line. It will just print the line. Look, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. But the value of z is fixed here. So what I will do, every time after printing a value, in the next time, it will change the value and it will increment by 1. Okay, let me look. Now every time it will start from the line number, but every time after printing, it will get incremented. Look, yeah, it is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And it is asking for, in the question, it is asking for the 5 lines. So I will simply change it to 5, the line number. And it should give me the correct result now. Wait for a minute. Yeah, it is giving me the correct result now. Okay, got it. Okay, so the next program is 113135 and kind of that. So it is very easy. It is very easy. Every time in every line it is starting from 1. Look, so all the series. So who is printing the series? I have already told you, the inner loop. So every time I will start it from 1, and it will be a odd number, means +2. And the total number of line is 5. So I'm not going to change anything else. Rather, I will start it from 1 every time, because the series printing is responsible by this loop. Okay. So I will print z, and every time z will be z by 2. This z plus 2. So let me try. Yeah, it is printing. Every time it is starting with 1, and every time it is incremented by 2. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, kind of that. Okay. So I think you are able to understand the logic now. Okay. I have another window opened before. Yeah, let me close the same. Yeah. So we are done with the topic 2. Now we will try to do fast. Quickly cover all those topics. So I think you have the idea right now. So this series we have already checked 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, like that. So what I am going to do, it is a 6 line series. So it will be 1 to 6. Okay, and every time it will print the line number. So I can do like I have already shown you z equals to I. So print z every time. That's all. So you can follow multiple ways for this, multiple ways. But first you have to print the pattern, that it is increasing or not. Okay, z is 0, it is showing z is okay. I have given I, sorry, it will be x, because x is the line number. Sorry, x is the line number. So it should print the line number itself. Okay, let it be done. Okay, look, it is now giving the correct result. Okay, like the same. like this, it is giving the correct result now. If you compare, it is giving the correct result. So I have already shown you this part. Okay, so the next problem is the reverse one, 5 5 5 4 4 4 3 3 3 2 2 1. So okay, I want to tell you one thing. So there is actually no need of this Z. So if you are weak in the for loop patterns, you can use an extra variable Z and you can easily manipulate the value of Z. But if you feel strong in the for loop pattern, you just delete Z and directly print X. Then also we will get the first series. Look, the first series means this one, 1 2 2 3 3 3, this one. I forgot to show you. So now check. I do not need the value of Z. I can directly print X, right? So similar way, first I will concentrate to print the decreasing manner of star. So what I have to do, if I write 1 to 5, 1 to 5, and every time it should be 5, 1 to 5, and in the first line it should print the 5 characters, the maximum characters in the first line. So I can introduce something like x to 5. I can do it in multiple way. X to 5, okay, and printing star just to check if the pattern is correct or not. Okay, x to 5, and yeah, x to 5 means in the first line it will be the value of x is 1 to 5. Then the value of x is 2, means 2 to 5. You have to think, you have to spend some time. It is no, I am doing it fast because I have practiced this multiple time, but for you it will take some time. So take your time, because generally what happens in for loop patterns, everyone gets confused easily, and easily they become confused. So I will prefer to break this class into 3 parts. Take a break in between, and after 2 topics take a break and go for some lunch or dinner. After that come again, and again check the next 2 topics. So in that manner, in 3 parts you can cover this class. So this class is really very tough. Okay, so anyway, so 1 to 5, so the first value of x will be 1, and then 1 to 5, then 5 star. The next value of x will be 2. So this loop will print 2 to 5, means 4 values, 4 stars. After that, 3 to 5 means 3 star. We have already covered it, but it seemed like it is a new program, but it is, we have already covered this. So instead of star, we can introduce a variable like z. Let me check the first value. It is 5. So you can write it in your copy for better understanding. So instead of printing star, I would prefer to print z and a, and I will not going to change the value of z in between. What I will do, after the series will be printed for the next line, after hitting enter, okay, after hitting enter, I will change the value of z. Okay, so the next line, the value of z will be 4. So it is very easy to control with the third variable z. So if you feel good at this approach, you can follow the same. Look, 5 5 5 4 4 4 3 3 3 2 2 1. So let me compare the same. Yeah, it is giving the correct output format. Okay, but if you feel comfortable, we can avoid the value of z here. So first we will try to print x, but here the value of x is 1. The value of x is 1. So if I write x directly here, so it will print 1 1 1 1 1, because in the first line the value of x is 1. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Go slowly for this video, for this class. Go slowly. Okay, you do not need to hurry. So 1 1 1 1 kind of that. But in reality, in the real program, it is asking for the reverse. So I can do some manipulations like I can write x equals to 5 to 1 step minus 1, because I want to print x here. But I have to adjust this loop as well. X to 5 will not work, because the first value of x will be 5, then 5 to 5 means 1 star, okay, or 1x. So it will not work like that if I write x here. So it will be, I have to change it a bit. So it will be 1 to x, means 1 to 5, after that 1 to 4, after that 1 to 3, kind of that, because the value of x is being controlled by this loop. The value of x will be 5 at first, after that the value of x will be 4, after that the value of x will be 3. I am saying this once again and again and again. So the value of x will be 5 as per the loop. I am writing it for the last time. I think after that I will not repeat it. It will be enough if you revise the class. So 5 to 1, x will be 5. Then the value of x will be 4. Then the value of x will be 3. It will take some time. But if you are really able to understand the program now, then it is really very good. And now I am trying to print 1 to x, means always it will be starting from 1, means the value of I mean the value of I equals to, always it will be starting from 1, but 1 to x all the time it is 1 to x. So what is the value of x? In the first line the value of x will be 1 to 5, means 5 stars will be printed, after that 4, so 4 star, after that 3. So you can write the patterns in multiple way, believe me, in multiple way. So whatever it suits better to you, you can follow that way. Okay, so every time it will print. So here it will print 1 star only in the last line. So because we have written 1 to 1, okay, here it will print 2 star. Okay, so here 1 to 3 means it will print 3 star, kind of that. But here we are not going to print the stars. Here we are going to print the x. So I'm not going to explain this once again because I have done this couple of times. So if you are already able to understand, I think you started feeling bored, because why sir you are telling this again and again, because I am trying to if someone of you is not able to understand, I'm trying to put it into your brain anyway. So I'm not going to show you again going to that details again. I am rather focusing on the program. So now x is the first value of x is 5 and the last value of 1, so that x will be enough to print this. Okay, so let me run the program. So if you feel comfortable with the process of Z, means the approach of Z, that is also good. You can follow the same, but if you feel confident, you can use this. Okay, we do not require Z. Okay, so there are many ways actually. Okay, so topic 3 we have done. Topic 4, so it is the pyramids. Okay, so it is asking for pyramids. Okay, so first we will do the left one, this pyramid. So this pyramid actually, there is a hidden 2 pyramids actually, we can say. We have 2 pyramids, but before starting this, I would recommend to take a break. Okay, take a break, because this will be the toughest in this chapter. This is the toughest. So here, there is 1 invisible space, 2 invisible space, 3 and 4. 4 invisible spaces are there. Here as well, 3 invisible spaces are there. Here, 2 invisible spaces are there. And here, 1 invisible space are there. And here, no spaces are there. So, this is another pattern. This is actually another pattern of the series. Means where 4 space, 3 space, 2 space and 1 space. Right? If you check the spaces, it is 4 space, 3 space, 2 space and 1 space. So first I will try to cover this part. Let me go to the program. Sorry, where is the program window? Yeah. So I need to print 4 star, 3 star, 2 star and 1 star, kind of that. So what I will do, so let me write the program quickly. So for and last line it is 0, so it will be I equals to, I always prefer to take I 1 to 5, means sorry, x 1 to 5 means in the first line, x1 means I am in the first line, x2 means I am in the last line, second line, x3 means I am in third line, kind of that. So I will what I will do, I need to print 1 to 4. So I will write a loop like for I equals to first line when x equals to 1, I need to print 4 stars. So, sorry. If I write something like x2, even I have to think how to print. I have to think it carefully. x2, not 5, this time it will be 4. Right? Because 1 to 4, 4 spaces. 2 to 4, 3 spaces. I have to print one less. And in the last line, it will be 5 to 4. So, no, nothing will be printed. Okay? So, that's all. Next, I and print. So I'm not going to explain it once again, and it will be next x because I have shown this multiple times. Okay, rather space, first print it with star. Then I think it will be easier for you to understand. So I have to print 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 star, and 1 star. Let me check. Okay, sorry, I have done one mistake. It is good to do some mistakes. Otherwise, you might think Sir has gone through all the programs before. So I am even thinking and doing the same. So look, it is star, 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 4 stars in the first line, 3 star in the second line. It is printing it correctly. And last line, it is not printing any star, so it is not visible. So I will do the same, and here I will try to print a space. Okay, so space, if I print the space, it will not be visible. Okay, so let me clear this out and let me go to the program once again. So it is now asking the left one I am talking about, means I am talking about this program. Okay, so now it is asking for 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, a program like that. But means it will print some spaces, then some stars, then a enter. Again, some spaces, some stars, and then an enter. So before hitting enter, we have to use a for loop to print this pattern, this pattern of space, and the pattern of star. Here, this line, it is printing a series of space, and after that, it is printing a series of stars, and then a enter. So we have already written this part, how to print the pattern of space. So now we have to think to print the pattern of stars before hitting the enter. Because before hitting enter, we need to print some spaces and we need to print some stars. So here, let me clear all the drawings. So here, before hitting enter, we will not introduce any other loops. So rather, we will write here if for x equals to, for in the first line, they are asking for 1 star. Okay. So it is simple. So I can use either I once again or j because the previous loop of I has already been ended. So you can use another I or you can use any other variables. There are multiple variables you can use, but I will use I once again because I feel comfortable with I. So I equals to 1 to I equals to 1 to x. Sorry, why z is being printed? Okay, x. And I will do print a star because I think you know already why 1 to x means 1 to 1, 1 star, 1 to 2, 2 star, 1 to 3, 3 star. And I have given one good value in x. If we are in the line number 1, x is 1. If we are in the line number 2, x is 2. So I prefer to always use this 1 to 5. Means I do not prefer to give 5 to 1. Then I have a extra headache in my head, in my brain, like okay, line number 5 means x is 1. So it is very difficult to imagine. So I always prefer to put x equals to 1 means we are in the line number 1. So if we are in the line number 1, so the value of x will be 1. 1 to 1 means it will print 1 star. 1 to 2 means it will print 2 star. Okay, kind of that. So let me run the program. So and main thing to learning from here, we can place 2 for loops one by one before printing a new, means printing a enter and going for the next line. So I will print simultaneously some spaces. So this loop will print some spaces. This loop will print some stars on the basis of the line number and then hit a enter and go for the next line. Okay, so that is the pattern actually. And second learning is we can use the same variable I here because this loop is already terminated. Then I can use the second loop. And again in the next line, first this loop will be executed with value I, then this loop will be executed. We cannot take a variable like X here because we are already inside the loop of X and we cannot assign any more X here. If it is ended, then we can use another for loop of X. But here, being inside the loop, we cannot introduce a X. So you can introduce a I. Okay, because the loop of I has been ended. Okay, so we can introduce another loop of I. So that is permitted actually. So have to have a clear idea on the same. So let me look at the same. If it is correctly printing. Okay, I have done another mistake. Sorry, it is not good to do some mistakes. So I have to print a, I have to enter a semicolon so that line should not be changed. So let me run the program. I hope it should give, yeah, it is giving the correct pyramid. Okay, it is giving the correct pyramid. Okay, so let me match this with the same. I hope it is giving, yeah, 5 size start. Okay, so and what is how you are going to print a 5 size pyramid like this? So it is very simple. It is basically you are injecting or you are giving a air bubble in between all the stars. So there is a air bubble, there is a air bubble. So we have already printed a series like star and hash. So it is similar like that. Air bubble, air bubble, air bubble, and air bubble, kind of that. So if I put a air bubble in between these two stars, it will become this line. So it is purely common sense. If you have the common sense, if you think that you have a common sense, just think, if I push one air bubble here in between and one air bubble here in between, so it will become this line, right? So I will, it looks tough. It's really look tough, this program. Everyone thought, how I am going to print this pattern? So it is very tough. Yeah, but if you think carefully, it is really very easy. It is the brain itself. If you are able to understand, it is really simple. It is just one line change. What I have to do, after the star, I have to hit a air bubble or the space. I have printed a space. So now run, everything will be changed. It is very, very, very simple. Okay, so yeah, it is taking time. Yeah, look, it turned into that second type of pyramid. Yeah, easy one, but no one can think this much of easy solution from this one to from the left one to the right one. It is an easy conversion. So yeah, quickly going into the topic 5. So topic 5 is like this: 1 to 1, 1 3 to 1, some complex patterns. So let me take a copy of that program. It will require later because for the last topic it will be required anyway. So let me go to the topic. Yeah, 1 to 1, 1 through 3 to 1. So I will again go for the last line. In the last line, there is basically two series: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, kind of that. Okay. And here as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that, 3, 2, 1, another series. And again, 1, 2, 3. So I will go for the last line first. So I will print 1 to 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Two different series I will try to print. Okay, let me clear the drawing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. So I will recommend you to write this program in your copy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I will do, 1 to 5 and print I with a semicolon. I'm not going to do the same mistake once again. Next I, and again I will introduce a loop of for of I. Sorry, it is from even I should use a copybook. Okay, it is 4, 3, 2, 1. The second part means 4 to 1. And print I and next I. Okay, so let me run this part first. Let me run this part first. It is taking some time. It is okay. Why it is not going to print? Okay, sorry, I have done again one mistake. It will be step -1, right? Because it is decreasing. Simple. Yeah, you can also do some type of mistakes, but you have to understand why you are getting the wrong result. So you have to think carefully, and after one day, one certain day, you will be able to solve this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm able to do it correctly. So in the next line, it is asking for in the second largest line 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 1. So I have just need to some modification like 4 here and here 3. That's all. Let me run the same and let me check if it is printing the result correctly or not. Look now, 1, 2. Yeah, this second line it is printing correctly 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now the same thing, I have to put an X. So it will be X here and it will be X -1 here. And the value of X will be for X equals to 1 to 5. The last value of X will be 5 and the first value of X will be 1. That's all. And one thing I'm forgetting to print, hit a enter between all the lines. So I have given that. So let me check. Look, it is giving the result correctly. 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 3 to 1, 1 to 3, 4, 3 to 1, like that. So I'm not going to explain this once again. So I would recommend to not to go to the full class in one day. Take a break and do this. I think you will be able to understand. And first solve the programs. Okay, first solve the programming exercise, then come to this. Okay, so anyway, so do not think much. So let me go to the next one. Okay, so it is printing a pattern with any line number. So that I need to do. So how to do that? We will check. So for the timing, we have checked to print 6 lines, to print 5 lines. Suppose user will give the line number that I want to print it till 10 lines. So that how to do that? This is our last topic. So let's see. Okay. So the first problem is 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 3 to 1. That one that I have already taken a backup and it is asking for the n lines. So let me go to the program. I have already copied it to save some time. So let me copy it and let me paste. Okay. So what I will do, I will simply take an input from user, enter the lines. It will go into the n. And I will simply replace the hard-coded values with n. So here it is written 5, so I will replace this with n. Here it is written 4. I will not think much. I will write the program for a specific line, for line 5 or for line 6. Just do till that, and after that replace those hard-coded values with n. So here it was written as 4, and here it was written as 5. So what I will do, 5-line program. So I will replace it to n line. So 5 will be replaced by n. 4 will be replaced by n -1. And here nothing to change here. So do not change anything. Now try this a simple way. Now try this. Okay, so enter the lines. I will give 9. So I will give 5 first. So 5 means in the first part it will be 5, and then the next part it will be 4, and it is printing the series correctly. So now I will try some different values. I will give 20. Look, it is printing a pyramid of star with height 20. That means everything is becoming dynamic. So it is very easy, very easy. So now what I will do, let me check. There is a problem like start kind of that. Okay, so let me write this program first, start with 6-line program first. Okay, so what I will do, I think all of you are now able to understand. Let me write a program for 1 to 6 first. So it will be 1 to 6 print I equals to 1 to, so this is our last program anyhow. So I think you are able to understand everything. So if not, I would request you to, sorry, I'm doing some mistakes, silly mistakes. Anyway, it will be for I1 to X and print star. I'm going to print star anyhow. So anyway, if you feel any problem, any doubt, you can communicate with me to my mail ID I have provided, and if you feel free, you can comment on the comment section that you are facing this kind of problem. So it will be good to have your feedback so that I can improve my classes as well. So I am giving these classes for last 10 to 15 years till I am preparing this video. So I have seen that people are getting benefited if we go through this. Okay, but it is tough. It is tough. It will take some time anyway. So let me first print the series or the patterns of the star. So if it gives the right answer, so okay, enter the number of lines. It is invalid. Okay, let me delete this first. We do not have any use of this as of now. So first I will check if it is printing. Okay, I have done another mistake. I have forgotten to put a semicolon. I am really doing some stupid activity anyway. So now it should give the correct answer. So let me check it first if it is giving it correctly or not. Yeah, it is giving a 6 height star pattern like this. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just change it. All the hard-coded values will be changed by n. So enter the line, and there is only one hard-coded value 6. I will change that with n, and it will become dynamic. Enter the lines. Let me give 10 lines. Look, it is giving a 10-line pyramid. Okay, so I think the idea is clear. If you feel any more doubt, you can go back. You can pause the video and go back once again. So if you face any problem, you can communicate me via the comment section or via the mail ID I have provided in this section. And you can also, for the exercise, you can go to the Facebook group. Let me show you the same. In the Facebook group, this is the Facebook group. You can go to the photos section and you can go to the album. And for QBasic, there is a chapter like a QBasic specific exercise. You can go there and you will get one sheet of patterns like this. Okay, and this is chapter 3.2 for loop pattern. So you can solve all of them. Do not need to go to the next chapter for application. So in the next class, we will cover the for application. And if possible, to go through this chapter 3.2, you can visit all other chapters we have already covered earlier. So 3.1, 2 chapter and 1. So, and if you have shortage of time, you can even start from this for loop patterns itself. Okay. So best of luck. Okay. So send me the problems and send me the solution. Send me the exercise. Do it by yourself. If you face any problem, I am here to help you. Okay. Bye for the day. Best of luck.